What's up, everybody? This your boy Tim back in with another episode of Niiice EDC. Now, before we begin, and for those of you that are new, you may be asking, what is this EDC of which you speak? Well, let me explain. EDC stands for Everyday Carry. Now, my everyday carry more than likely is going to differ from yours. For example, my everyday carry is my watch, my ring, my phone, and fidgets, or more so adult fidgets. And that's what I do here. I review fidgets. And today is not going to take that long to review, but I do have the TRIECTA along with a little help from some other creators and this is going to be focused on fidget things with Derek. But before we get started, let's say what's up to our boy, Mr. Muhammad Ali. Bam. Got a lot of love for you, a lot of love. And as always, this is a low budget operation, but we are making improvements. So having said that, thank you, Derek. Thank you for allowing me to review this, and I love your stuff. So, we're going to start from the top and work our way down. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the chill stick. Now, I would say within the past maybe 8 months, spin sticks have been taken off like wildfire. You know, usually or before, I can say fidgets kind of you had your mechanical fidgets categories. And the categories would be mechanical fidgets, and then you would have, I'm not going to look around. I have more than enough mechanical fidgets in my listing, so please check them out. So you have mechanical fidgets, then you have sliders, or magnetic sliders, or free floating sliders. And then you have your traditional spinners. And that's what this is. This particular spinner is made by LIC. And that's by Jamie over there, Jamie Acker. And I'm using his spinner to showcase the new button. And that's by Derek over FIDGETTHING. So starting off at the top. This one is made of copper. And this is really kind of special. This is what we call a spin cap, or a spin top, or just a spin top, dag nabbit. And usually with spinners, with spin sticks like this, you can add different kind of beads. So how it usually comes is such. You'll get it like this, the spin top, the shaft. Inside of this cap is a bearing, and I have one handy. I have a few handy, but what goes in there is a bearing like this. Okay, this is R188, and then you'll put your beads here. These beads came by way of NRG Exchange, and all these creators I will post up and put their information in the description below. And then, you have an end, and that's all. That's pretty much basically what it is. And it would just sit on top as such, and, bada bing, bada boom. And give me a second to get this thing on there. 1 second. There we go. And you just screw it down, and bada bing. Now, usually, you just have it's just usually flat there with other creators, and then you could just sit like that. Walk around, spin it all day. And it's really cool. I like these kind of fidget toys because, it's really quiet, and I can, fidget in incognito, where I'm not disturbing anybody and such. And this one is really special or different because this has a magnetic bottom to it. Now, this piece is half of a piece that's called a chill pill. And the chill pill, which is also sold by Derek, is here. And it's really cool. It's actually, when I first got in the fidget game, this is one of the first fidgets I got, which was really cool. And bada bing, and that's what actually introduced me to Derek. And inside of this cap, as you can see on each side, is a magnet. Magnet sits inside here. And, there you go. Real simple. So that is the chill stick. And again, this was in copper and it rocks. When I went on vacation and I went overseas, I literally lost this in France. And I don't know if I lost it or, somebody pickpocketed me, because I was, it was told that, be careful what you carry in and stuff like that. And I had it in my pocket. So, I was like, hopefully whoever got it, got ADHD and it's helping them. So there you go. So Derek was very gracious, and here I go again. So, and actually, when I do my review on my top fidgets, I'm not doing the categories. If I lost it, I got to go get another one. Second category, if I lost it, I want to get another one, but I don't have to rush out and do it. And my third category, which if I lost it, okay, bada bang. So that's going to be coming up very shortly. Next, this is the Sob, or sliding on a budget, and this is a Sob Slim. His first one was a lot thicker, so that's why this one is called a Slim. This is made out of TPU, this digit right here, and that's what it's called. That's actually his insignia or his mascot, or I don't know what you call it, but anyway, I'll show you what it is, and I'll show you his actual, I want to say a mascot, but anyway, I'll show you in a minute. And that's what that is. And you can get them in different materials. This one is in flame TI, which is why you see the blue. And also the plates are made of zirconium. Now, every time he sends you something, he always sends one of these. And please forgive me, I forgot the name of it. And in fact, I forgot the name of it, but when I'm doing my editing, I'll put it right there. Okay, so that's what this is. And this thing is so cool. This, and you can set it up so many different ways. I have this one set up quietly. So even though you can hear it, it's not really crunchy. So you have magnets on it on each side too. And they have dampeners in there. In this case, it has kind of like O-rings, and they're rubber. So you have the magnet on one at the bottom. You got the O-ring that sits on top of it, and then you have the metal. In this case, zirconium. So if there were no dampener there, you would hear the magnet kind of moving up and down, and it would be like a kind of crunching sound. Me, that's not my thing. A lot of people, they love that crunching sound, but, it's just not me, and I'm more laid back, like 4 flats on the Cadillac. So, I really like this. This is my first TPU one. He actually does a lot of, he started doing a lot of exotic metals too. I haven't had the opportunity to have one, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting one. But having said that, this thing rocks. In fact, my skills have, as far as sliding is concerned, is really improved. So, bada bing, bada boom. And now, his latest creation is the button. And let me explain. So, what buttons are, or grips, or let me see, what do they call them? They call them buttons or grips, shoes. And what that is talking about is this little thing right here. And what it does is it allows you, because inside of here, let's go and take it off so you can see what I'm talking about instead of just explaining it. So inside of a spinner, you have a bearing, just like in the chill stick. And that bearing sits on top of this button. And let's get that, make sure things in there. And that button sits here, the one half, and then the other one sits here. So That's why they call it, it's not a button, it's buttons because you need two. So that's what a button is. Now, back to the quick story. A lot of us, we got a close knit group of friends. We were talking, and we were like, man, Derek, you need to make some buttons, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say it was all my idea, but in my opinion, I started it. So after that, we have a very nice person. Her name is Terry. And she said, well, why don't you make it look like a button? And bada bang, here we go. So um, there are certain characteristics in buttons that I look for, and you got all different kinds. Now, this one is particularly made out of titanium, and this is first one. So just so you know, he allowed a few of our close-knit friends to buy them for testing purposes, and we loved it. So, but you got a lot of buttons that are different depths. Now, like take this one. This is a well. I'm not gonna showcase anybody, but see this button here. It's not as deep as that one, but it's still deep, so you can grab it. You know, where's another one? Here's another button right here, and it's got some depth too, and you can grab it. I had one flat button that I was not happy with, so I ended up selling that one, and it's just not for me. You know, and the reason why is when you're spinning these things, the deeper the button, you know, or some depth, it allows you to hold on to it. You know what I mean? So when you spin it, you know, it's just not sliding out of your hand. You know, so that's the cool thing. So the depth on this is just is phenomenal, and you know, it's a lot of people that have made. Well, it's one other person that has a deep one, and the depth in this button has surpassed that. It's like deeper and wider, and I really dig this ridge too, because it looks nice, it looks clean, it looks classy, and it really gives you a lot of control. You know, so it just rocks. You know what I mean? It's pretty doggone awesome in my opinion. You know what I mean? And this is one of my favorite spinners as well. You know, actually one of my first ones. And bada bing, bada boom. So, I told you it was going to be pretty quick. You know, so Derek, man, keep doing what you're doing. I really appreciate it. NRG, thank you for allowing me to grab these buttons, and love to LIC over there with Jamie Acker. Everybody, please like, subscribe. I do this because I get a lot of love from you guys, and you know, I'm not making any money off of this. You know, most of the stuff I have, if not all of it, you know, I had to pay retail, you know, or you know, on the secondary, you know, make trades or something like that, because I'm not a rich man, you know. So usually when I come out and do this stuff, I'm reviewing something that I had already, or something that just worked out. So having said that, please like and subscribe, and tell your people. You know what I mean? These fidget things really helped me out, and got me to meeting a lot of nice people that I've grown to be very, very fond of. Y'all have a great day. Peace.